Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is July 28th, 2022. This is episode 526. Today we're looking at Starhenge number 1, book 1, The Dragon and the Boar. This is coming out from Image Comics, and it comes in at a whopping $3.99. This is a not recommend. Sorry to say. Let's take a look quickly. Well, you can take a quick look at the cover, which means absolutely nothing to me after I've read it. I think it's got a lot of themes all stuck together here, but it's really a mishmash of things. I'm really was just not enjoying this read at all. Let's take a quick look to see who worked on it if we can. I believe we can get in here really close. Can we see anything here? Okay, written and illustrated, lettered by Liam Sharp. The art in it is very good. Additional art by McCormack-Sharp. Must be the wife, I guess. I'm not sure. Font is by Dave Gibbons. Designed by Liam Sharp. And the logo is Liam Sharp and Christina McCormack. Covered by Liam Sharp. Okay, there you go. So let's take a quick look at this again. So obviously this is Liam Sharp's puppy. And the art in here is really good. The narrative, the dialogue, I'm not crazy about at all. The story is just... I just did not find it interesting at all. It seems to be there's some kind of outer space thing going on. But then they bring magic into it, and magic has apparently been lost. We get a lot of this panel stuff. This looks like it's blank panels, but it's also actually just part of a bigger page. And then they go with the panels over here, but this is just one set. And you can see it's all this symbolic killing of this reindeer. I'm guessing it's a reindeer. By a spearman somewhere in the ancient times. And we get some more art in here of this speared reindeer turning into a man or something, because he's the one that's got the spear in him now. So, doesn't make a lot of sense. And the horror as this speared man goes into the pond and they just watch him go in there. And we flip to Starhenge. Now, this is like... No one is really, in this oldie-timey stuff, no one's really explained that well. So I can't give you a hint on really what's going on. But then we get the spacecraft in here, and that is part of Starhenge, Book 1, The Dragon and the Boar. I don't remember seeing a boar or a dragon in here, but that's beside the point. Then we get this torturous dialogue that streams through the whole thing. See, the art in it is pretty cool. I'm digging the art. Just really nice. The dialogue and the story, boy, I just could not get into it. There seems to be, now that we're back in modern times, a football game going on, and this is the guy. And they talk about a comparison to Edward Scissorhands, except the boyfriend, the black gentleman here playing football, is considered to be the Winona Ryder. So apparently the female is the Johnny Depp. I'm not quite sure. But it's an interracial couple. The woman is into magic of some kind. The guy's just a big lug, but he's been feminized, as they seem to like to do. I'm guessing this might be leaning a little towards more of a leftist approach, because they seem to be afraid of black males, or they'll they'll feminize them. Absolutely in this. Just take it back seat. But he's the big football hero. She's the nerdy witch or Wiccan. And they drop all these references, all this pop culture reference all through the whole story. It gets really monotonous. And this dialogue is just excruciating to read, this narrative, this story. Then we get the space people. They're traveling through some battle. At this point, I didn't care anymore. I was just really struggling just to get through it. It's like, please. Who knows who's kissing? I guess it's a man and a woman. I can't tell. Except one smaller than the other. But it goes on and on like this, flashing back a little to the more modern time. And then we go back to this future. I guess Starhenge is supposed to be like a Stonehenge in space. And there's all these things figured out. It just goes on and on. The art, though, I mean, there's some really cool looking art here. Really well thought out. The story, I just could not get into this thing. I loved looking at the pictures. And then I didn't know whether to read this across all the way or cross. But either way I tried it, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. Maybe I'm just a numbskull. I don't know. And then suddenly we're back at the old-time Norseman who killed the guy with the spear, and I think he is giving birth through his mouth to what is going to become a merman. And that's how it ends with this guy, I don't know where that guy came from, because they showed this more of a kind of a female witch character at the beginning when he was first dying. I don't know if it's still here, so I don't know how much time has elapsed. There you go. They show her when he's being killed and dropped into the water to die, and now it's this guy. So I don't know. Anyway, not recommend. Let's see what else we got in this book real quick. It's gonna be a short review. Decorum. Jonathan Hickman. And I guess these are little blurbs about this. Kelly Sue DeConnick. The kind of epic you crave, both noun and adjective. Okay. All right. I'm Dave Gibbons. I know he did the art for Watchmen, so I know him. Phil Jimenez, I think he's a pretty good artist. So these are just some blurb. Brian Michael Bendis, I think his star has tarnished a bit in the past. So there you go. This is cover A that we're looking at here. Not recommend Starhenge. So thanks for stopping by and watching this review of Starhenge. As always, please please subscribe if you haven't. Please leave comments. And we'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. This is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.